America thrives because the freight industry works together to connect everyone and everything. From factories and farms to stores and homes, every day we rely on seamless passage of goods to keep the economy and country moving. At the heart of the supply chain is the third-party logistics professional, otherwise known as a freight broker.
We enhance the supply chain efficiency by helping lower costs, improving inventory management.
We're bringing costs down by keeping transportation costs down and making better utilization out of the trucks.
Getting consumer goods to shelf and being kind of part of behind the scenes, because there are a ton of moving parts that you or I don't think of when we're picking up what we need at the grocery store.
The broker to the shipper is really like the one-stop shop where all you have to do is call Tucker, and it doesn't matter whether it's an LTL shipment, an air freight shipment, a barge shipment, rail, over the ocean, doesn't matter, we'll be able to handle it, right?
These are the faces of the 3PL industry, keeping stores full, freight moving, and prices low. Without them, the products we need every day wouldn't get to their final destination.
How brokerage has helped the economy, it makes far better use of motor carriers from a fuel efficiency standpoint.
For our shippers, we're able to give them unlimited capacity. Brokers are able to ebb and flow with their shipping needs.
These companies and thousands like them across the country are primarily owned and operated by families. Many are multi-generational, fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, learning the industry together and building a path to the American dream.
One of my dad's contemporaries, his kids had drawn a cartoon and he put it on a shirt and he wore it around, and it said, "My daddy finds loads for empty trucks." And I was like, wow, like it's that simple.
It was started by my father in 1988. It's a cold storage warehouse company, then evolved into freight brokerage. Myself and my brother took over right out of college. And I actually have twin boys, and hopefully, someday the same thing's gonna happen to them, and look forward to them taking over someday as well.
I happen to be born to a second generation owner of this company. I'm third generation CEO and owner of Tucker Company Worldwide. We're the oldest privately held freight broker in the United States. I think a lot of the brokers, including us, come from family businesses, and really a lot of the carriers also come from family businesses.
I guess you could say that I was born into it.
The freight industry is symbiotic in nature. While freight brokers rely on their customers, the shippers, to produce the deliveries needed, on the other side of the process is the carrier, the trucking company out there on the road. Brokers rely on these companies, and their close relationships with them forged over years of working together to get shipments to destinations quickly, while the carriers rely on the broker to make sure their own operations are efficient and flourishing.
In my opinion, strong carrier relationships should be the foundation of successful brokerage.
Brokers, at the end of the day, we're middlemen, and we're only as good as the carriers that we hire. So for us, maintaining those carrier relationships is crucial.
We're able to find loads for backhauls, we're able to find the next load for the carrier, and really just make the trucking industry and the transportation industry far more effective. Brokerage helps motor carriers find loads that they might otherwise not have. I have a customer and I've got 30 or 40 of their traffic lanes. I can't have one carrier handle all that. There isn't one. But what I can do is I can supplement those lanes with a variety of carriers and spread that wealth to the carriers. It's critically important for brokers to recognize the value that the carriers bring to their organization and to their customers.
Here at Tucker, it's really an intricate approach. So we go from really trying to learn the customer's supply chain landscape and provide comprehensive and strategic solutions versus trying to solve challenges in isolation.
Just in the last, let's say, 15 years, we've gone from about 150,000 carriers to about 350,000 carriers in business. That's an extraordinary growth in carriers. And what is even more interesting is that more than half of all drivers drive for 1 to 100 truck-sized fleets today, and that has never happened before. I credit brokerage with a lot of it.
When goods need moving, the freight broker is the one who makes this happen, supporting American families, including their own, building and maintaining small businesses and helping others to flourish, and keeping America flowing freely. They are the American dream and the connective tissue of the supply chain.